Greetings, Keishlings. Keishan Prime here with my live reaction of One Piece Chapter 920. I Love Odin. Okay. And sorry if you can hear anything in the background. My mom's using the speakerphone for reasons I don't know. So, let's see. Okay. You have Zoro and Sanji. They're dreaming because they've been knocked in the head based on those lumps. Did they hit each other? And now they're dreaming? Zoro defeated somebody. Surely that's not Mihawk. Chopper's there. And Sanji beat up Zoro? Oh, okay, so they beat up each other. Okay. So they were fighting each other, and this is what they think happened, but they were knocked each other out instead. So does this prove that they are about equal at this point, so they can't really even, defeat one another? And Nami came to hug him? She would never do that. Also, the My Hero video, it's kind of being delayed. I got some stuff to do, and it's not even out yet, so it'll be out as soon as I can get it. Let's see. Okay, they're at the ruins still. Oh, it was called Curry Castle. Well, it was kind of weird that they would name it Odin Castle, to be honest. I mean, given that was 20 years ago, and, Odin wouldn't have lived in it forever, so why would you just call it after its most recent occupant? Okay, beloved by the people. He definitely gave that. What is that him? Is he wearing a hat, or is that his hair? They got a silhouette. He's a wild card. Okay, so he was the son of the original Shogun. Okay. That's pretty cool. But he was a wild card, so got into fights. And he was exiled from the flower capital. Good lord. What is up with all the fun characters always being these off-the-wall, lawless people? Oh, and Curry is a lawless area then? Oh no. Yeah. It's where they send all the exiled people, and it's where all the Ronins and criminals go, and yeah, robbing, stealing, bloodshed. Looks like a lovely town, and what, he turned it around, I bet. Asura Doji. Okay, he must have been, to use kind of like not primitive, but prison ideology. It's like, if you want to survive in prison, you find the biggest motherfucker and knock his ass out. And that's kind of what Odin apparently did. Yep. He took out the most dangerous guy, and afterwards everyone was kind of like, yeah, we're not going to mess with him, so we're going to straighten up and fly right. And the place started to come together. That's nice. He forced them to learn. So then they could actually do things now. And then they built the farm. Oh, that Oh, okay. So then when his dad heard about this, that's when he became a daimyo. Okay. And he was only 20 at the time. So yeah, that well, this is cool and all, but I want to know why the time travel thing is like, how does that work? I'm still thinking it's a time devil fruit to some extent. People have been saying that it's the shit. It's Nero, something like it's Foxy's fruit. Is that maybe Odin's mom or wife, Momo's mom, Odin's wife, had it, and like it could slow down things much longer because maybe that's its awakened form, and then they just time passed normally, and then they just woke up and it was like a stasis. But that doesn't fully explain it because you'd have to put them somewhere safe for such a long period of time, and you can affect things that are unless it's like you are just solid and unharmed by time because it's awakened. But I don't know. No one's actually mentioned that fruit being awakened as far as I'm aware, but I don't watch everybody. So too cramped in here. That is a good picture of Zoro. So what happened to Zoro? Did he actually get lost? He got lost on his own. He's like, where'd those guys wander off to? And he like, oh, that he didn't attack that tiger. I think the tiger's just dying naturally, which is very sad. And he's like, I can't believe those guys would get lost. And when I was riding on the Coma, oh, it's a wharf. Yeah. Dude, you're getting further and further away. It's Inarashi. Certain beach. Okay, they ended up in Wano at that time. Oh, and he has the musketeers with him. Shit. The names of these people, shit. Me and names. Okay, so they were saved by him because otherwise they were going to be beaten to death, it looked like. Were they just children? I think they were. They even wore similar outfits back then. Boy, how things changed in 20 years for them. Oh, well, that'd be more than 20 years, I guess, right? Or do minks age at a quicker pace? Because they're animals, and animals typically age like a dog at 7 years to our 1 year. Excuse me. Okay, seeing the graves again. They're talking about Whitebeard and Roger. Whitebeard was charmed and Roger was captivated by the samurai of Wano. And Nami's just crying. Sanji's pissed. Luffy's just kind of like, dude, you already heard what happened to him. He was boiled alive. Yep, taken to the capital and executed. It's only a few months to them, but it's been 20 years in real time. You got Carrot, Chopper, and Brooke crying, but you've also got Kiku and Momo. They're crying because, they've had to live through it basically for a longer period of time. To everyone else, it's just new information. Though I was pretty sure they already knew he was executed, didn't they? Why are they reacting this way? But it could just be the whole, maybe that was said as monologue, or, like internal thought dialogue, and so the audience knows, but I don't know. Sometimes that does trip me up, because it'll be a while since it happened. In this case, it's been a few years. So, and then you just think that way. Okay, so Sanji's commending them for being able to escape, given all this. They left the site and went back to the castle. Oh, and this is when Nekomamushi and Arashi started fighting. They got caught by Orochi. Well, his subordinates. Okay, they had to get to the castle because they knew Momo would be in danger. He'd be the next target. Oh, and Kaido's been there for 20 years. Okay, that explains that. I thought that would have been a more recent thing. Maybe within the last decade, but no. So, he's been... That dude looks almost like Pika. Huh. But no, that... Wait, if that one's Jack, then these two are the other Calamities. Ooh. But yeah, the castle was being burnt to the ground by Kaido. Damn you, Kaido. Momo has a younger sister, Hiyori. Wait. Don't you tell me that Otama is Hiyori, because we've never heard about her before, unless she died. No, they were in... Okay. I just didn't read. Oh, and the mother's name was Toki. Here you got the three of them in the castle, and the two darkened out ones are the ones that perished. Okay, so she is the one that had the time powers then. Because they're saying that there were rumors that she was born in the distant past. So it does only move forward. Time ability. Toki. Oh god, why didn't I pick up on that? I thought it was odd. It was like, that is a word I know. Because of Dragon Ball. It's not online. It's shit. Something verse. It'll come to me. Xenoverse. Because there's a bird that every time it lays an egg, it's like a new timeline and stuff. And it's called Toki. Okay, you've got... Wait, who's that guy? Is that Odin? Well, you've got Raizo, Kinemon, and Kanjuro in front of the lady. But who is this mysterious fellow? Wait, that hat. It looked... Surely. A while back there was a cover story with Crocus, and he was having sake with somebody. who looked like he was from Wano. This could be the guy, but I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. People have also thought it was Shiki, which there is that theory going around. But okay, they're talking about going into the future, and they want to fulfill his wishes, and they can take down Orochi and Kaido, obviously, and open the borders. So that's the plan, as we already knew it. And weird how she only leaves one of her children in their care, which then maybe indicates that she went even further into the future with her daughter. Okay, so they erected their own gravestones. Good lord, that has to be actual stone. Only the little top bit is wood. Huh. Oh no, they didn't make the graves. Okay, so this is when they're already in the future. Okay. And obviously Momo doesn't understand what's going on. He wants to know where his mom is. They're looking at the graves. Yep, now they're in the future. Okay, so they traveled to try and understand this new land because it was a lot different than they left. You got the factories with all the smoke, the water's poisoned, all that stuff. You know, like the villages that they once knew were just gone or a wasteland. And everyone hated the Kozuki name. And the only place that was worthwhile was the capital then. Wait, who is this I don't... It's like Jibumon of Kibi. Okay, that's another region then. Former retainer of the Shogun. Oh, so these are like some of the allies. Okay. So, by Shogun he means Odin's dad. Which, probably he would have been probably, what, 40? Back then, so he would have been 60 and probably killed by Orochi by this point. Okay, so he waited the 20 years because of the prophecy. Okay, so he's like the 9 red scabbards, which it's different translation this time, which I do like the scabbard bit, the sheaths part. They would rule again in 9 years. No, 20 years. Okay, so there's quite a few people still wandering about. Sadly, they're a bit older, so they want to fight Orochi. Oh, they all have like a little tattoo on them. And it's on the ankle, so it's not as obvious. I would have put it on the bottom of the foot if you were going to go that far. Kinemon's a little surprised that there's so many allies still in this point in time. But like I said, they're all a bit older, so something tells me that fight ain't gonna go so well, and the Strawhats may have to become the new 9 scabbards. Okay, Kiku was gathering intel, so she's the one who went to recruit and all that stuff. Oh, no, they recruited and she went to go gather intel, which is why she was at a tea house, which would have a lot of traffic. She probably went to other regions and, got work like that as well. Because it was mentioned she's only been there for a month in Curry. Okay. They were leaving Wano, but they were spotted. And then that's when they lost contact with Raizo. Luckily, Zoe was nearby at the time. No, well, they were spotted. They weren't attacked. They just didn't have any navigational skills and they shipwrecked. Okay. We'll meet up on Zoe. Okay, they barely made it to Dressrosa. I think I remember that incident. It was one of those silhouette flashbacks. Also, the whole thing with Kaido and like all of his like big time people are all named after cards and stuff. It definitely seems like maybe like Jack is one, and then you have like a queen and a king, unless Kaido is the king, and then it might be Ace, but we've already had an Ace character. And then I have to wonder, like, well, not wonder, but like there's probably more, like Pinochle and Bridge and Canasta. Canasta would be a cool one. But it definitely makes sense now why Doflamingo was called Joker. He's not an official member of the crew or anything. He's an ally, and the Joker is a card in the deck that you don't use. So, haha. Almost surprised that he doesn't call like the rest of his crew the Numbers or something. But okay, anyway, so Doflamingo, they were chased. They captured Momonosuke. Oh, they tried. Who had boarded the ship. Okay, and he ended up on Punk Hazard. They parted with Kanjuro because Kinemon had to go after Momo. This much we know. And then that's when he was on Punk Hazard, got cut in half or dismantled by Law. And it just got, the situation was worse. And then that's when they met the Strawhats, and now Luffy's remembering the dragon. Nami's remembering when they found his head. Funny they don't show like a panel of his torso, but oh, he was so happy to meet them all, given what he had been through before, which really fleshed out that story, Oda. Good for you. I mean, it was all little bits and pieces that we ever heard, so it's nice to hear it in its entirety. Oh, they think... Wait. Okay, so they think of them as ghosts and stuff, so that's where that rumor came from. Okay, we're almost done. It's been a wordy chapter, so sorry if it's running a little long. They don't have any wanted posters, so they would just enter the country without anyone suspecting them. And Kiku's like, I didn't even realize it, and I'm one of your allies. I'm odd. Okay, They don't need to be exposed, but Luffy is already basically... if anyone identifies him, they're screwed. Okay, their forces are the Strawhats, the Heart Pirates, which, to be honest, is Law really... I guess he's on board. The Minx tribe, the Musketeers... well, amongst the Minx tribe, it's the Musketeers who are actually there. The Guardians by Nekomamushi, and the Samurai that they've recruited, which is unknown quantities. They would need to be 5,000 strong. Well, you really are looking to wage a war, aren't you? Two weeks on the night of the Fire Festival. Raid on Onigashima? Or Gashima. Oh, okay, so it is like a giant skull mountain. Ronin assassination attempt. Okay, from 47 Ronin. Okay, and that's where Kaido is, and that's the end of the chapter. And he'll be on break next week. So, yeah, about figured. Also, here's a fun thing. It says it will resume in issue 47, and we just got a 47 Ronin reference. Oh, if that was planned. Oh, Lord Oda. Or Goda. Sorry, this ran long. Like I said, it was a wordy one, so I had to read it all. But yeah, it's good to have some fleshed out bits of, Kinemon and company's journey, and I assume Lady Toki just went further into the future. Or maybe when she uses her powers, if she's not actively holding on to someone like she was her daughter, maybe you kind of get a bit more scattered. I don't know. I wouldn't think so because she sent 5 other people, but so I'm thinking maybe she went further into the future than where they were, because otherwise she perished and now there's no time travel anymore. And wouldn't she want everyone else to survive? I don't know. But anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Keishan Prime, and I'll see you next time. Keishlins, roll out.